Ohayo gozaimasu. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Y'all know what day it is. Very special day today. Best day on the calendar. Let's get rid of that. I'm a bit high. Welcome in, everyone. We are working on the samurai. Everyone in? How are we all doing? It is Tuesday morning here in Tokyo. It is currently 9:31. Just in time, basically. Any preamble today? Let me look at my notes. No. I can show you something really quickly. I shouldn't, but there's not too many people here. A little cheeky peek. I've made really good progress on my second project. It's a lot less detailed. There's some thin lines on it for sure, but it's a lot less taxing than the one I'm currently doing. And you'll see it's quite interesting the amount I've carved on one block compared to this samurai block. It gives you a sort of a representation of how long, like, these delicate, and the level I'm going to, I'm carving much slower, I'm going much more carefully. Anyway, this is the other block I'm working on in the evenings. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to show you, but I'll show you quickly. I've carved all of this section all the way down here and all the way across here. I only have, oh, everything's reversed, this section and this section. So this block will be done in like a couple weeks. And I've worked on it a lot less than the one I'm doing now. So I've only worked on that just over a week, I guess. It's like 8 days maybe. I'm really chuffed. I stayed up a little bit later than I should have last night. I'm not telling you the text. I don't think I should advertise it anymore. I'm not going to give you any superfluous detail on that. You've got more than I should show you already. But yeah, I should be done with that. I've got until the end of March to finish it. The ice ski is obviously going to take a long time. There's a lot of really thin lines and stuff, so I've got to be careful because they're really easy to chip, especially on the character. But the background is kind of like rough, so I flew through it. Anyway, the samurai, let's flip over. There is. Yeah, I'm realizing now that the streams, I stream on Friday morning and then I stream again on Tuesday morning. So I've got like a day and a half off stream to carve. So the progress between the Friday stream and the Tuesday morning stream maybe doesn't seem so much, but I've also been out. I did dosa yesterday. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but it's looking really nice for scale. These are my fingers. Let's see these little things. All of these shapes fit on one fingernail. That's a cool looking coat. Yeah, it's a cheap down hanten. I wear it actually a lot when I'm carving. When it's cold, this is what I wear. But I usually don't wear it on stream because I think it's quite noisy, isn't it? I might take it off in a bit. This room warms up quickly. I'm not sure what temperature it is, someone asked. But yeah, we've done that section. I promised you that we'd leave some of the hairs, so we'll do some of them today. I think we'll start on some of the patterning on the clothes here. Someone's already brought it up. Yeah, I tried watching last Friday's stream, but all it would show was the last 30 seconds of the stream on repeat. I've looked into it. I think I probably have to call Twitch, but at the moment I'm thinking it's just corrupted. It's on Twitch's end. I'm pretty sure it's on Twitch's end. Nothing's changed here. I've looked through all my settings, nothing's changed. So I'm not sure. Twitch had an issue where lots of VODs got corrupted. Okay, so that happened to me, which is a real shame actually, because I didn't film so much of this one. I just wanted to focus. I filmed a little bit at the start, I think. Yeah, so I was going to use a bunch of the footage from the stream, just like crop a section for some really close-up detailed stuff. But unfortunately, I've lost all that footage. And I didn't remember yesterday when I was doing a little bit on this, so it's a shame. Do you do VOD reel? What's that? I archived them all on Twitch and they're saved on I archived them all on a separate YouTube channel, and they're saved on the standard VODs on Twitch. No, thank you for, yeah, I did, that is on my list today to talk about. I'm a little bit bummed as well. Anyway, enough chat, let's get into it. It's actually quite warm now, so I might just take this off. That's a bit cold. No middle ground. Okay. Couple knives here. Let's see. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Two nice sharp knives. Two nice sharp knives. I've started recording local when I stream. I can't do that. I don't have the space. This file alone for this this Handstead is massive. I've got an external hard drive and I'm not sure how much space I've even got left on that. Okay, let's go. I need to get the image up. Start some music. Did it start? No. Hang on, let me just reorganize my pages here. There we go. Zoom into the right section. Let's go. First cups of the day. Give me a little second to sort of ease into this. Oh, what is everyone doing? Has anyone got any news? Also, I forgot to mention I received my New Year's print like nearly 2 weeks ago now. It's beautiful. Oh, thank you. It's my first woodblock print ever, so I will treasure it even more. Wow, wow, wow. That's really interesting that you signed up to my Patreon before buying any prints. Thank you. First print, that's pretty special. What was the first print I ever bought? I think maybe it was an Utamaro Bijinga kana. It was one of his, what's that word? Phenomenological women, the 8 ones. The pseudoscience word where you can tell that there's only 8 types of women in the world. And they're all pretty arbitrary. The shy one, the one who's promiscuous. It's crazy. What's that word? It starts with a P. Anyway, it's a really beautiful set anyway. I think it was either the woman with the mirror looking at her black teeth, or it was the woman smoking a, what's it called? A kuska? No. The little Japanese metal pipes. I think I finally got my key blockless image devoted to a digital file. What a pain. Anyway, we're carving. Anyway, I'm glad the print arrived safely. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're saying there, Flyfish. I'm not a really big collector of prints myself. I'd like to be, but I had to ban myself. I started doing the whole Yahoo auctions thing. Like in one day, I was there, I bought a duplicate of one print, and I checked off on just the first time I was on there, basically, on 4 or 5 prints. And I quickly realized this is not the stage in my life where I can even look at that thing because I can't control myself. I banned I banned myself from the physiognomy. Thank you. That was the word I was thinking of. Physiognomy. Crazy. Somebody asked, I can't see the comment now. Where was it? I'm sure I saw it. How did the sizing go? It went very well. Well, I haven't had the paper yet. I did a little impromptu. Dave was saying on his stream that he didn't know if I was going to stream it, and I had absolutely no intention of streaming it. I don't have the setup to stream outside of my desktop in any case. but I was there and everything was set up. So it wasn't going to take me that long. I thought I'd just stick on an Instagram live. Not very interesting, but I'm going to use that footage to make a little reel. I've downloaded the footage from that, so maybe some of you saw that. But I'm really quite pleased with how the paper came out. After evening stuff out on the back, you know, sometimes you get a little bit heavy on one side and then it tapers off, but then you flip the paper and you sort of balance it out. I think it was the best sizing that I've done. There was a couple little points about that paper and that brush. Dave really loves that brush because it seems to hold a lot of liquid. But the downside to it is it's almost exactly the width of half an Orbedo size paper. So there's no wiggle room, and to put a light, the brush wants to dump a bunch of liquid right at the start of the paper, and then you have to sort of control that by going really light at the beginning and slowly increasing the pressure and tilting the brush up. But even going really light, like, it still dumps quite a bit because the brush is just saturated, it's full. So I was trying to go light at the start, but because the bristles, the brush is the exact same size and the center sort of touches first because that's where all the weight is, the ends seem to get missed a little bit, and I don't know how I can get the brush down to touch both ends without it dumping a bunch in the front. So occasionally you'll see me and I'll just like touch up the corner there, and I was trying to bend the corners down a little bit to counteract that. Anyway, on the whole, I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's going to be perfectly usable paper, I'm sure. I want to move the block towards me, but I'll be out of camera then. Look at that. No, I can't. Okay, we'll leave it. We'll make do. Get a bit of oil on there as well. Shouldn't have taken that supporting wood off before I did that. Makes it very fragile at the tip there. Just make sure I got it. What's this? No direct light on the block. Seems kind of dark. I can... can I... Can I adjust the filters here? I could turn the ISO on camera up, but it seems that... if I crank up the gamma... Is that better? It seems a bit like blown out, doesn't it? I think the problem is that there's actually an awful lot. Yeah, a bit washed out now. I agree. Let's just put defaults. Color correction. 0. It does seem... Let me just... Hopefully I'll click it and it won't absolutely ruin it. Now, the setup is incredibly finicky that if I change any settings on the camera, my OBS shuts down. I don't know why that happens. Maybe someone out there has a better idea why that happens. But if I change any of the settings on the camera too much, ISO is usually okay. But I think I'm on a setting now that doesn't let me... That knob doesn't work ISO, unfortunately. I think we're just going to have to live with it. It's okay. Ah, yeah, you're right. This area is white because of the paper, so that's the white balance. We're okay, we're okay. It does look hazy, I agree. Shoving in it. Does it look darker now? It looks even darker than it was, doesn't it? It's going to annoy me now. I'm going to get hyperfixated on it. I spent 25 on my first auction and had a couple of woodblock prints, and I bought home, decent quality. Managed to keep myself mostly in check later. I was not able to do that. I had like a week where I was like, the first day it was bad, and I sort of, oh, you shouldn't do that. And then I came back to it a little bit later, and I had to ban myself. I was spending a lot of time just staring at Yahoo auctions as well. Time I didn't really have. And also a lot of the prints that like I really want for my collection, I'm not going to be able to get them because they're just too expensive. And so I decided I'd just become really good and make them myself. Yeah, this is actually one of the sets that I really wanted some prints from. So this is one of the projects in making my own. Flyfish, I was having something similar before when I was taking photos. I have this little, it's up there, you can't see it. I have this little sort of print stand. It's the same color as this, and I was putting a whiteboard as a backing on it. And I was taking photos of the prints, but the light was reflecting, yeah, refracting off the bottom of like the stand. That's always cropped out the pictures, but it was reflecting up on the bottom of the prints, so that the top of the paper appeared white, and it was like on a lot of the prints you'll see on my Instagram and stuff. There's like an orange sort of hue to the bottom of the paper, which is quite frustrating. So I've made a thing where I bent the paper so it's covering that part of the orange. But you've got to be careful with that reflected light. It's really bad. Does anyone know why today is the greatest day of the year? What's so special about today? I think most of you are Americans, and today is not the new year. Much more exciting than the new year. Maybe it's not a thing in America. Probably not. Although I can't imagine the pilgrims not taking over this holiday. I don't think it's Chinese New Year, is it? Pancake Day, you've got it, nailed it. Pancake Day. Serious Sammer, someone's on the ball. The rest of you need to pick your game up. It's Pancake Day. Pancake Tuesday. I unironically love Pancake Day. It's the Chinese New Year today. It's actually that's funny. It's Chinese New Year today, and I named the stream after after Pancake Day. The most nothing holiday ever. It's not even a holiday. Pancake Days are brilliant. Maybe all you Americans are not excited about Pancake Day because your pancakes are trash. I'm here to start a real beef. Perhaps a hot take, but I think probably not a hot take. Most of you probably realize that American pancakes are terrible. They're just bad cakes. British pancakes are where it's at, with a bit of sugar, sprinkled with lemon. Interesting. I thought there'd be more fight. You all just came to accept the truth. Good morning, Rika. Is your paper out or will be up for a few days? It'll be sent back to me today. As a fellow Brit, I agree with this truth. British pancakes are far superior. They are. They are. They're just. They're thick. They're dense. They're honest. A British pancake is honest. It's not pretending to be a light chiffon cake. It's not these Japanese pancakes that are like that thick. None of that. A souffle. A souffle is a pancake. Hang on. A souffle is a pancake. That might be true. Is a souffle a pancake? It's the same ingredients, isn't it? It's just really, really thick and in a cup. No. Okay. Sorry, Rika. Souffle is not pancake. We have spoken. Yeah, American pancakes, they're just cakes made without an oven. Crepe is not a pancake either. No, crepe is not a pancake. Crepe's a crepe. Too thin. I like a crepe, but too thin. Is this the stream that gets me cancelled? Or the Americans just like, I can't deal with this in the morning. Tuesday morning, nah, I'm not dealing with this blind anti-Americanism. Pancakes' main purpose is to give me an excuse to consume syrup. The Canadians have got it right. If you're going to have a cake like pancake, you got to smother it in syrup. I love maple syrup, so but Americans, you can't claim that. That's a Canadian thing. We're not stabbing at the Canadians here today. They just took whatever pancake was close to them regionally, so they're blameless in this, I think. And they did add to it in a positive way. Block of butter, interesting. No, that works. Oh, you're talking about on American pancakes. It's pancake trivia day. I didn't decide this. This is it's a real holiday. What's the origins of Pancake Day? I think it probably goes back to sort of. Well, this is where I start talking up my ass. Pagan or medieval. It's somewhere around there. It's probably to do with like it's the dead of winter. We don't have so much food left, and it's just all we have is flour and milk. So let's put them all together and make some cakes. I think that's the origin of it. They had a joint called Marion's Crepes in Yokosuka. They did some damn fine crepes. Nice, nice, nice. I really thought there'd be a bunch of angry people in the chat when I said that American pancakes are trash. But I think this chat is trained very well. We're leaning more towards the British culture here, I think, even though I think mostly you're American. Yeah, Shrove Tuesday. I know the origins of Shrove Tuesday are Christian or Catholic Christian, but I think I don't know how pancakes come into that. Ah, okay, maybe having a big thing before you fast. I get it. There are many variations of pancakes, and all are equally valid. Yes, I agree. They're not all as equally tasty, though. Use up the eggs and milk before fasting. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Maybe the story I was saying about it's the dead of winter and just putting like whatever you have in a pan. Maybe that's the story of the Christmas cake in the UK. All you have left is like dry fruits and stuff. I guess it's all the same. Pancakes. We're not putting strawberries traditionally on pancakes, are we? Anyway, we do have some actual print making stuff to talk about, I think. Before we get to that, though, what else happened this week? Is there anything else? Oh, we had Valentine's Day. Did anyone do anything nice for Valentine's Day? I had a very nice Valentine's Day. It's not a very special holiday in Japan, but there is something good about it. It works the other way around here. Most of you are weebs, so you already know that, but Valentine's Day in Japan goes the other way around. Girls give chocolates to guys on Valentine's Day. I think, is it the 14th next month that I have to? It's like the more traditional Valentine's Day where a guy gives to the girls. The interesting thing about it in Japan, though, is that it's not just your partner. It's like I got some chocolates from my mother-in-law and from my sister-in-law. I'm not sure if that means that I have to give a bunch of stuff out. I might have a tall shopping list when it comes to White Day. White Day is the one in March. Yeah, there's not such a big romantic thing about it in Japan. There's no like. I think there is more so now, but it's not such a big like date night, go out, and it's not so much the lovey-lovey. It's more just giving some chocolates. That's pretty much the extent of it. You give some sweets to someone you're dating, or just some people who are in your life who are guys. I never went to high school here though. Maybe younger kids are like more into the butterflies and stuff. Fried chicken and waffle is good. I enjoy that. Again, though, that's just it's another vessel for getting syrup into your body, isn't it? There was one. There's not many. Well, when I was living there wasn't many fried chicken and waffle places in London. But one of the places I lived, there was quite a famous fried chicken and waffle shop there. I can't remember what it was called. It was in Haggerston. No, not Haggerston. Would it have been Old Street? I think the closest stop would have been Old Street. On Shoreditch Road there. To any of you who live in London. Druzel, thank you so much. 8 month subscription. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you. Arigato. Vivid KP, arigato. 8 months too. Neither of you can cancel now though. You've got to beat the other one. No, I really, really appreciate it. Arigato. Oh, we have the makings of a hype train. Do people get hyped by hype trains? I've seen it on other streams, they do. Yeah, what do we do for Lunar New Year? Apart from eat pancakes, of course. Howl at the moon. Maybe I should go buy some moon cakes or something. Yeah, I think it's moon cakes, isn't it? The specific food. Spiegel knows it all, yeah. But the only problem is Spiegel will explain it all, but in Mandarin, so none of us will get the actual get what he means. Can you enlighten us, Spiegel? I haven't seen Spiegel today, actually. Oh no, probably it's related to the Lunar New Year, isn't it? Spiegel, you're never there when I need you. sweet glutinous cake, like a rice cake. I'm on camera? No, I'm not. Sorry. It's a little bit far for me, you know. I want to pull it towards myself. Let me put it at the edge of the camera. I can't get around because I'm having to lean over the table and the block's quite wide. Okay, let me do some math in my head now. The paper will be taken down today. It will be packed, and if I'm a very lucky boy, Diana will bring it home with her tonight. But more likely is that they'll send it. I told her it was fine. So that means I get it tomorrow morning. Tomorrow evening, I moisten the paper, and then that means I can start printing on Thursday morning. Key block on Thursday morning, which means we might be on the first or the second colour. If I do the key block in the morning, I need to let it wait for a little bit. I could do another colour in the afternoon. Yeah, if I gave it a couple hours, I did some carving, came back to the printing after, we could... So we'll probably be printing on Friday morning. I have no idea what the setup for that will be like. So I'll have to do some testing when I'm doing the key block. But should we say that? A first printing stream on Friday morning, if I can get it together? I'm a little bit nervous about printing streams, you know. Just because with carving I can stop at any point. Like if I do need to... We've left the camera as is today, but if I really had to, if something catastrophic happened, we could just put the knife down and stop being lazy and go change it. It's not really an option with printing. You've got to keep on going. Okay, that's that little section done. You did printing for the key block for the past Atelier Center? I didn't do any printing. Oh, maybe for the color separations. Did I do that? Okay, yeah, I can believe I did that. I do some little printing like that. That's fine. That's different. That's nice and easy to do. Oh, Spiegel's here. Hello, hello. Steam bun with vegetables and pork filling. Is that it? What's the mooncakes for then? The ones with like the... not filigree, or the patterning on top. So we'll be doing 64 sheets of paper. I'm probably going to add a couple of sheets of this stuff. It's called Masa. It's kind of a cheap paper. It's very white, so the colours will be a bit stark on it. It's just a 50% pulp, 50% washi. I'll throw some of that in there to do some colour tests. So I'll sort of be doing my test printing as I'm going along. I'll have like 5 sheets I'm test printing. And then that'll let me sort of warm the blocks up into the actual paper. So around 70 sheets of paper we'll be doing. And we'll see if we can do that on a stream, but we'll probably end up just running through. Mooncakes is right. We're going to do some hairs. Let's do some hairs. Almost done with the 4th side of my block. 4 more sides to carve after. Unfortunately, I'm doing worky work right now, not carving. I remember that. Excited, sitting at my desk, just waiting to get home to do some carving. I need my cushion back. Should have checked, are we on camera? Yeah. Okay, just for filming purposes, I want to do a little segment like this on every stream. I'm just going to remove my face and the stream markings, the overlay, and just put a plain screen on like this. And we'll just do some quiet carving for a second. You guys chat away. Let me get this nice and centered so I can use some of this footage in the upcoming YouTube video. the end of that segment, I just chipped the tip off my blade. Did you see? Did you hear it? It's only a tiny, tiny little bit off the top. This segment of the wood, I wanted to scream while I was doing that. Can you see this dark band going through there? Really, really, really horrible, nasty piece of wood here. I can feel every growth ring. Gunk, gunk, gunk. So the blade keeps wanting to slip. And that's why you see me going back a little bit and smoothing bits out. It's not super hard there. No, it's like pulpy and shit. Sorry for the swearing. I don't like that piece of wood there. Yeah, it's a bad, but you can see the dark band there. Almost like rotten. Sort of resinous. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the resin. That's a good idea. Maybe really high resin content. And the resin is kind of brittle, isn't it, when you get like a piece of resin off a tree. So I guess it'd make the wood a little bit brittle. That's also why they want flicking away really nicely as well, because it's sort of... Oh, recalcitrant piece of wood. I don't like it. Did I change my blade? Yeah, just the tip. I gotta be careful now because there is a little piece of metal in here somewhere. I guess it's over here. Gotta be careful. I guess it's in there, so I'll go just a little bit past it. Do the back side. If I do this next one, can we excavate it here without chipping? Maybe if I undercut it. The tip that broke off was so small, I don't think we can find it. It's probably been extracted in one of the pieces of wood that came off. Make pancake syrup from resin. In the UK, it's not really done anymore, but you can make a really nice, I think I did it when I was younger, a really nice sort of maple syrup-esque thing from birch trees, like silver birch trees, I think. I used to be really into like bushcraft stuff when I was younger. It's not as sweet. It's a little bit more floral, a little bit more grassy, I think. Can't remember very well. Metal piece will be in your granola tomorrow morning. It's a good source of iron. Saying that though, I'm sure I do have a very good. Maybe that's why my VO2 max is pretty good. all the extra iron in my diet from what do you call it? Filing my knives. I just scored just behind us on the tips there so I could keep a consistent line. Really, really, really like, because the ends of these strokes are really, really thin. So if I go any more than just like a fraction underneath the surface, they'll chip off. Grab a little piece of wood. Okay. These thin pieces of hairs together, really you want a more less pointy blade for these, because the pointy tip tends to go quite deep into the wood, and it's really easy to undercut the lines, and that'll make them really weak. So ideally you want a more obtuse angle. So I have to be really careful here not to undercut them. Because I don't have any knives fit for that purpose at the moment. And I'm not going to resharpen my knife just for a little section like this. Although if I wasn't streaming, probably I'd leave these for the same time I'm doing the hair. So maybe I'll just finish this section. But they're not that fine. They're okay. I can do this. Are those resin inclusions common? Yeah, they happen every now and again. Like every piece of wood has its own little defunctory bits, but Let's see what I missed. Is that what we'll call them segments? Mysterious hand carving. As good a name as any. What time are we on? Hour 15. Okay. What else do I have on my... Okay, couple more things. Oh, we've done the pancakes, done the dosa. Valentine... One Piece. I have an event coming up. I know very, very little about it now. I know that it's a One Piece event. Or One Piece workshop. Does anyone know about something new coming out in the world of One Piece? Is it the... I know at one point they were talking about like redoing the whole One Piece anime, right? But like cutting out all the filler and reanimating it and stuff. Is that still a thing? Is that maybe what's going on? Anyway, there's some sort of big One Piece things going on at the moment. And I looked online to see what the events were. Live action season 2 on Netflix. Oh, I haven't even seen... I don't have Netflix, that's why. Okay, maybe that's it. So March 5th, I'm doing some sort of workshop with Asuka Sensei. March 5th isn't a stream day, is it? No, it's a Thursday. We're okay. So you get more updates on that. Hopefully I'll find out more today. Last night, I just agreed to join him and do a workshop. So I'm not 100% sure what we're doing, but some sort of workshop involving One Piece. I will update you more on that when I get more information. I tried last night searching One Piece Mokuhanga workshop in English and in Japanese, and I couldn't find anything straight off the bat. I found a bunch of like stuff happening in the world of One Piece, but any One Piece fans in the chat? These lines are so fine. These are nothing. Look over here. You can't see the mustache and stuff. Should I get a roller out? There's your scale. So these ones are they're not so bad. It's a pretty standard. Basically, it's 1.5, occasionally 2 in a millimeter. This is not so bad. They also have a bunch of variation in them. They're thick and they go to thin at the bottom. Already carved up. That's why it's carving so smooth. Now, we won't be breaking the microscope out anytime soon. I also have no practice carving with a microscope, so I think it wouldn't actually be helpful to me right off the bat. Need to get used to it and get the feel for it before you can really do detailed stuff with it, I guess. You'll notice I'm carving the inside of the curves first. My own camera? No, I'm not. Sorry. What's the average lifetime of a set of peepers when doing tiny work? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's one of the questions. That one scares me. I don't even want to think about that. It's the bright lights as well, you know, it's really not good. I've seen a noticeable decline. Like, I didn't used to wear glasses. Are you gonna... Have you started to think who's gonna print the samurai? It will depend on the current printer situation at the time of completing. So and it depends how confident I feel. This is a large print, not so much overlays and stuff, but I think I will at least do some test printing on it for sure, so I can sort of choose the colors that are going to be used and explain to the printers, like, I need you to do this a little bit darker or a little bit lighter. This is sort of the balance I'm looking for. Yeah, I like the finished piece. That looks really nice, doesn't it? I enjoy that. Focal point is here. These look cute too, these little flowers. We'll finish this one. We'll leave this one. I'll do this one off camera. I'll probably leave it until I've got a different knife to do the hair with. Or maybe not, we'll see. The wood was a bit nicer down at the bottom here. Up the top here is awful. Don't ask me. Don't ask me about the bonsai. The bonsai will get done when the bonsai is done. There's a reason there's not like a Kickstarter or a page set up for it yet. We're a little bit away from that happening. Whenever I get a free chance, I seem to get other work. And actually, I should have been doing it more in January, but it'd been a busy few months before that, and I was tired. I didn't think I could do the evening work anymore. But I'm back into the evening work again, and it's going smoothly. It's surprising what you can adapt to. Although my back has been better. I'm doing all right now. Oh, I didn't tell you about my t-shirt. If anyone is ever in Japan and you've got a hankering for some, let me switch over, for some tacos, this is the place you want to go. El Caracol in Yotsuya Sanchome. I used to live just a minute around the corner from this place, and basically it was. Let me write it in chat. Well, it's on my t-shirt. There you go. Karakol Karakoru. El Karakoru. Yoshio is her name. This is Masa, the owner, and his wife, who does the front of the house. What's her name? It's not Yoshio. Oh my god, what's her name? Yeah. Oh, it's completely gone. Oh, god damn it. Anyway, very nice people. I think they lived in Mexico for a while. Lovely moles, lovely, really nice handmade tacos. The salad is really good. Really, really good. Anyway, it's just Yotsuya Sanchime. It's not far. And I used to live literally just by the restaurant. So that was like my local place if I ever went out to eat, which is not very often, but it was usually that place. And I'm very sad that we can't go there. I want to take Ayano there for Valentine's, but it's more than an hour. So maybe we can ask Grandma to look after him for one night, the little sprog, and we can take a trip down there. Anyway, I think we have reached a good place to end there. But do I trust the Brits? It's always very busy. Yeah, it's a fair point. Do I trust the Brits? I know my wife. She lived in Miami for a year or so, and she really likes Mexican food. And so she's tried American Mexican food. No. You're just kidding, but it's a fair point. I can't think of a single Mexican restaurant even in London. I'm sure there are now, but when I was there, I don't think we ever went out for Mexican. Not proper authentic stuff anyway. Not that I would know. I've never been to Mexico, so. But it's really, really good. And I've seen lots of Mexican people in there. I was about to do the accent then. We'll leave it there. I forget you're on stream sometimes. Yeah, there's a couple other places in Tokyo, and they're really not very good. They're more like Tex-Mex type stuff. Not very authentic, not very good, not homemade. You want to meet these two people making incredible stuff in Tokyo. What's the place again? El Karakoru. I'm a big stan for this place. Anyway, should we check? Should we do a little radio poo? Following. Anyone we're following on? Same category. Leather Daddy. Leather Daddy chat and chill. Are you all ready for Leather Daddy? I think we're gonna go there. I like jumping in. I don't really spend so much time on Twitch when I'm not streaming, so I like to find new people. And Leather Daddy tickled me, so we're gonna go over there. I gotta get back to work, so can you please be nice and say hello to him for me? Say I'm sorry I had to dip. And I will see you later. Bye. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. Cheers. See you next week. Friday. Bye.